All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. Hey, stand. That's the what? Hey, empty. Check.
Wentz now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that?
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Check 1-3.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on second down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Solid. Great 15. What's up?
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Jackson throwing again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now. It's Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. 180. Check. Ram. Check. Switch. Watch safety green.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Grant on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Go, go. Out, out, out. Watch the shit.
On second down, it's Brown. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Barnett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Let's find 7. Check 99, check 99. Check your hot read. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Run. Joker, 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 joker. Deuce, 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 deuce. Show it out.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Down in there. Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
On 1st down, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Try! And he'll find Hall. Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there. 43 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Switch. Undercross, undercross, undercross. Kick. Watch out. Shit, shit. Shit.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Got it. 47, Mike. 47. Watch the screen. Pass. Check safety field.
On third down, Brown. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
He's coming. Double up. Alert 3. Alert 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On second down now, it's Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 31.
Jackson on first down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. In fact, I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Check 26, check 26.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Keep it up, guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
second crab. Check, 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 check. It's free. It's free. Hey. Hey, up. Yeah, switch gears.
They'll run it here with Brown. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Okay. Check 24. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shed, shed, shed. Back, back, back. Neutral focus. Check it back, check it back. Clean.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go, here we go. Which one is? You better be afraid of me.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
6 guys.
Wentz now to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go with Howard again. Down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 24.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to slither by. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mutt. 40's a mutt. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey. Lean fly 3. Lean fly 3.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the toss, this is Jim Brown. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Anyway, 27, Mike 27.
Here's Brown. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at the 20. Working from the gun, Wentz eluding the pressure right. Looking deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the contact. It came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard, sliding out of the pocket. This short throw caught by Goddard, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. Sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 52. Check. Switch, switch, switch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety's creeping. Shoot.
On second down, it's Howard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Empty. Watch the ship. Sponge. No.
Again, it's Howard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10.
6, pull it up. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Slam. He's checking.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Wentz throwing complete to Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check it out, Reed. Tight dog. Joker.
On 3rd down, it's Howard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
I got you. I got you. Well, hey, what? Yeah. You don't want none. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, 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 kill.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here at a game that looks to have been decided already.
49, check 49, check 49. Kill, kill, kill. Check, check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check, check.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now Howard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Protein spill.
On 3rd down, it's Howard. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. What?
No.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Switch.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.